Did you guys ever do that one?
Yeah.
No, I
okay. That one was
went
way
to
bigger
Laser
than the
Quest,
one I
Mike? Not even with us?
so.
I mean, we did. Me, Dom, and Mike as too old. It must have been after college because we were at, I don't know if it was Blackstone or somewhere else.
Didn't we do one at Good Times?
Yeah, we probably did one at Good Times at some point. Mike had to have been there because Good Times closed when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Good Times is my jam.
I will play laser tag anytime.
But me, Mike, and Dom at some point, when it had to have been, I don't know what we would have been out there for. Mike,
it was at Solomon Pond Mall, right?
Yeah, it was somewhere like that, or Blackstone, or there, or something. And I don't think we had young people with us. I think we just played laser tag against random people. And
I do kind of remember.
Yeah, they didn't belong to us.
I don't know why the fuck we were out there.
I can't remember it now.
Were we out? We must have been out there for a reason. Were we just going to like Hot Topic that or something?
I don't know why we would have been.
I don't know. Back in those days, I would randomly go to a mall just to fucking do something. Like we're going to the mall, fucking like. And now that's
I probably wanted Cinnabon, and we were.
Honestly, that is probably why we went. We probably went because Mike wanted fucking Cinnabon.
I mean, Solomon Pond Mall. If it was after college, then I don't know.
But if college,
it was definitely after college.
Because the place that we played Laser Quest used to be a shoe store.
Huh.
I don't know. I think that's the one and only time I've ever been to that mall. We must have went down there for Mike to get fucking Cinnabon. Or there must have been some other store that was only at that mall. We're like, let's fucking go down here. So, yeah, I don't know. I was at Storyland this weekend, and I did not know.
Where Fantasy lives.
I did not know that they do nostalgia night. So, first of all, when I told Dom I was going to Storyland, he's like, is there like some special event or something? Like, no. I mean, I don't think so. I have no idea. But apparently they do nostalgia night there, which is adults only.
Yeah.
And you just get drunk at Storyland. I don't know what the fuck you would do there, because you definitely can't go on the rides there.
That still does not sound like a good time to me.
No, because there's nothing for you to do. Like a night where it's only adults at like Disney makes sense. You can do things there.
I do that at Canopy Lake all day.
But at least at Canopy Lake you can do things.
Old Pappy, just hang out by Old Pappy?
Send them around.
I'm pretty sure. But
one more time around the block, Old Pappy.
And I didn't know this was even a thing either. You can just drink at Storyland. Like there was a place in there that sold alcohol, and there were just because I noticed someone walk by.
Is there still only one place at Canopy, Mike?
No, there's still there's a couple places. There's one right by Boston Tea Party. The one by
walk around with it though? Like, can you leave?
No.
You can have to stay in that part, right?
Stay in that
so I don't know if you were supposed to stay somewhere, but there were people.
Storyland?
There were 100%. We were coming down from Cinderella's castle, and there was two people walking across the bridge with beers, and I'm like, wait, what? What is happening?
Live free or die.
Canopy is also live free or die.
Can you go anywhere? I haven't been to Disney as an adult, so can you go anywhere in Disney with drinks, or is it only designated areas?
You can go anywhere in 3 of the 4 parks.
Like, there's just vendors you can buy a drink and walk around. You don't have to like stay in an area.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom still does not have walk around stuff, right? Mike, you didn't see beer.
I don't remember. I'm honestly trying to remember
restaurants in Magic Kingdom.
I'm honestly trying to remember, like, besides the Star Wars drink I had, if I ever. Oh no, I had. There was like a alcoholic lemonade I think I got when we went to Tower of Terror, maybe. That might have been the same park then.
Yeah.
Live free or die, but don't smoke marijuana, pot, weed.
Yeah. Right outside Rock and Roller
We need to go to what's the place in New Hampshire that we were just talking about?
Water Country.
Theme park. Yes, Water Country. No, what is the place? What is it?
Canopy Lake Park.
Canopy Lake. We should go in the spring because like Liam just went to Topsail Fair. He went on some rides and he got that itch, man. Like we're like, oh, we're gonna fucking take.
Are we doing a little past the controller Canopy Lake fucking outing?
No, let's go to Six Flags and just get Liam right on Superman. Just go from 0 to 70.
Yeah, right. He was too short to go on most of the rides, but he was able to go on this one little mini roller coaster.
Can you drink at Six Flags? I don't even know.
Yes.
Probably. I feel like
there's no rules at Six Flags.
Does Busch Gardens still exist? Is that a thing that people go to? Busch Gardens? Isn't that another thing?
I don't know.
Yes, but it is not Anheuser-Busch.
No, I know that. Isn't it like a zoo, like partially a zoo or something? Doesn't it have a lot of wild animals?
Yeah, I think so. Or it's like or it's animal themed or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe one of those things. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Storyland was an interesting thing because there were definitely again, I definitely have not been there since I was like very young, like extremely young, and there were very little things.
It's not for adults.
No, I mean, again, we went there with Jen's niece. That's why we went there. But what'd you say, Todd?
Was it how expensive was it, like per person?
In my humble opinion, more expensive than it should be. Again, it's great for very young kids.
Max amount for Storyland. I'm gonna put at
let's whoever gets it closest gets a point. Whoever gets it closest gets a point for this week.
You know what I'll do? I'll say
38.
I'll say 40, 45, but kids are free.
I'm saying 30.
Todd's saying 30. Dom's saying 45.
I think kids under a certain age are probably free, like under 3. But like I guarantee anything above that.
Yeah, I guess that changes my answer. Do kids pay?
Yes,
they play with story box.
They do.
Oh, okay, they do pay. Yeah. Any age free or no?
Just hit me with what you think the general admission, not a senior ticket, not a child ticket. What do you think a general admission is?
I'm sitting at $40.
40? Okay. Todd, you staying at? Would you say 30?
I'll stay at 30. I think I'm on the low ball.
Mike, where you at?
Okay, so like in my head before people started saying numbers, like I should go for about 35, right? And now these two, I mean, I can still do it, but it just seems like I'm hedging my bets. But I did want to say 35.
So where
I'm going to go with it anyway.
So we get 30, 35, and 40. Jen, how much was a Storyland ticket?
$85.
$59.99.
Jesus Christ.
That is too much.
Yes, it's too much for Storyland. I'm really sorry for all you Storyland sickos out there, but $60 is a lot of money. Per person. Per person.
Oh, but if you buy them online, they're 45. So.
Well, either way, you still get the point because you were the closest. So Dom gets the extra point for Storyland.
Yo, what?
Oh, any day tickets are $52.
Jen just texted me to make sure to let us know she did not pay full price because she bought a deal online earlier in the year. That's great, but for the context of this question, Dom gets the point.
Season pass, $75.
Season pass. There you go.
And like me dealing with kids over the last like 7-8 years, dude, everything's a ripoff for kids. Like there's nothing that's legitimate. Like it is just like a fucking money trap. Like, we go to those video game arcades. We went to the one in Peabody, the game one. If we put $25 down, it is gone in 10 minutes. No joke. And we're not, like, running around playing every game. It is, like, every game is, like, 12 tickets, 12 coins. So you get, like, 100 coins, and it's, like, it's insane.
I love that Todd just said
don't make it
video game arcade.
That's why they don't make it like dollars on the arcade machine. They make you turn it into coins. Because then they can ask for however many fucking coins.
It's insanity. It's insanity.
It's V-Bucks in real life.
I mean, I don't know. I think some arcades are pretty reasonably priced. Like, I mean, I think the Willows is not like doesn't gouge tokens.
No, Willows is good.
Willows is pretty good.
Willows is good.
Oh yeah, I get my money's worth with those dancing monkeys.
I think Bitbar is also kind of reasonably token priced. Like, I think it's normal arcade prices. But I will say, have any of you ever been to Fun Spot in New Hampshire? Because that's the fucking place to go.
I haven't been in a decade.
I haven't been since I was a kid either. But wait, you've never been there ever, Todd?
Never heard of it. Yeah,
Fun Spot's a place.
Todd,
to...
let me just teach you about the largest arcade in the world.
So
Fun Spot is a place to bring.
Yes,
I was just going to say that's like the next. That's the next thing I'm going to do.
Honestly, Todd, if you are going to plan a day to drive up there, you let me know. I will fucking drive up too because I want to go so bad. We were going to stop on the way back, but it was out of the way farther way back. I was like, I don't want to. I've already been driving too much. But the flyer says largest arcade in the world. I feel like it's probably the largest arcade in the United States. I don't think it's the largest arcade in the world.
Pinball machines? Is it the pinball machines?
I don't think they've ever closed a portion of it. I think it's still it's like multiple floors of just fucking arcade games.
They just kept buying buildings and like throwing arcade machines in them.
How have I never heard of this place?
It's we used to go when we were kids. It's a good time. I definitely want to go to Fun Spot sometime soon. Anyways, welcome everyone. This is a very fucking local podcast. If you live in New England, congratulations. If you don't, sorry you had to listen to us talk about fucking Storyland.
Well, you learned something about, New England culture.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to know where to take your kids on an overpriced...
People in Massachusetts have the money to vacation in Maine and New Hampshire. And if you're lucky, you get to go to Florida for Disney. That's it. That's the trajectory. Anyways, welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about Storyland too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Sunday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you tonight?
I got nothing.
Fantastic. Also joining us tonight, of course, is the cyberpunk poppy, Todd Gary. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
Good. I'm ready to talk about that fucking movie, baby.
Yeah, yay. And then rounding us out, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Dominic 40. Dom, how are you this evening?
I am present.
We love to hear it. So as Todd just alluded to, if you're listening to this live right now or later on podcast apps or over on YouTube, you should know this is the PTC Movie Club episode for September. I know a little late, but here it is anyway. So we're going to talk about the fantastic Mr. Fox for the next, couple dozens of minutes, however you equate time. So if you haven't watched the movie or you don't want that movie spoiled for you, whatever it may be, you don't want to listen to this episode, that's fine too, I guess. But you might want to hit that back button, hit that pause button, archive this for later, because we're going to talk about the fantastic Mr. Fox for the next little bit of time here. So if you don't want that spoiled for you, you haven't watched the movie yet, but you do want to listen to this after you do, you know what to do. We'll see you next time. Before we hop into that, a couple of quick housekeeping things. This episode, of course, sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty from the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening. You want yourself something hot, sweet, tasty, fresh out of the oven. Make sure to head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. If you're up here during this month, maybe bad idea, but also, just, playing your time, and there's going to be long lines and long waits everywhere, but there'll be long lines and long waits at Goodnight Fatty. So be kind, tip appropriately. I don't know, maybe buy one of those 6 shirts. Mike's not wearing it, but Mike's got one. It's a glow-in-the-dark skeleton space guy.
Kind of forgot I did that.
You did do that. Anyways, so check them out. They're great people. If you want to know more, head over to @GoodnightFatty, @GoodMorningChubby, or search them out on the internet at goodnightfatty.com. Some other housekeeping things, I don't know. Go to the website, leave us a 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice. Do all those things. We appreciate when you do. Dom, do you want to reveal your October pick?
So for October, Brenden, I want to play a game.
Baby, we're doing Saw?
We are doing. Brenden, I would like you to pick one of these 4 categories.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Marvel, DC, Mario, or streaming.
I don't understand this at all.
This is a great game. This is a great game.
This is terrifying. Mario, Marvel, DC, or streaming. These things can't be tied to what the thing is. I just can't imagine that they are.
Only one way to find out.
I feel like I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say Mario?
The 2 DC characters. Actually, I knew you.
Brenden, I want you to pick a character.
Oh,
Mario, Peach, or Bowser?
Fucking Peaches.
Brenden, you do not like to watch horror movies.
I do not.
So for this month, I have let you pick the movie.
Oh, fuck.
Brenden, with Peach, you have selected a film with Anna Taylor-Joy in it called The Witch.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
That was a wild ride.
What were so would it have been a Jack Black movie?
One that is the what's the one that had 2 V's for the W? I remember seeing the title.
It's like Eggers' first movie, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Or at least first mainstream movie.
Right.
Todd, have you seen it yet?
It is called The Witch.
Fucking amazing. Yes.
You haven't? Okay.
No, I have. I've seen it.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Is this available somewhere?
It is. I think it's on. It says Hulu and Amazon are premium subscriptions. So let me see.
That probably means that it's like on a premium network, and you have to like add a second subscription to it.
Picks for the other things.
So this is a 2015 horror fantasy.
Oh, it says Cinemax.
Okay. All right.
I will work on finding another way to watch this.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. So there you go. We're gonna watch for the month of October.
Wait, Dom, what was your other?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll never know.
I mean, he had to have had a bunch of movies lined up because there was a lot of.
There's a lot of categories.
Unless they all tied in.
They all led to the witch. You had the illusion of free will.
Odd Midsummer was in there.
The real solution to that puzzle, Mike, was just not answering, and then we never would have had a movie. That's the fucking way out.
I mean, that's fine by me too. I don't really care.
Well, we have to watch 2015's The Witch featuring Anya Taylor-Joy. So there's that. Congratulations.
You'll like it.
Well, have you seen it, Dom?
I haven't seen it.
So only Todd has seen this movie?
I imagine. I imagine Mike hasn't seen it.
Do you think I'm going to hate this movie, Todd?
I think that this is one of those movies that I think critically is really liked, but like is very divisive between everyday people.
Do you like it?
I like it a lot.
So I'm going to hate it. Okay.
So Todd's a critic, and you see he's got a refined palate. I'm not going to
compare this movie to Hereditary, but it's like in the same vein, whereas like there's a huge critic consensus that people love it, and then there's a huge like everyone's either loves it or hates it on the other side. Like there's no in between.
I can't even like try to give you what I think this movie's plot is about because it's just called The Witch. But I have no idea. I can't glean anything from that.
Do you want the bit synopsis?
Yeah, hit me with it.
It must be the season of the...
Set in 1630s New England, its plot follows a Puritan family who encounter forces of evil in the woods beyond their farm.
All right, there we go. I'll be fucking terrified for the rest of the month. I'm gonna watch it.
It's gonna take place right in your backyard
in the bright daylight. Mike, you can come over and watch it with me. We'll get drunk.
The Witch is subtitled "A New England Folktale."
Hey,
all right, Mike, you come over. We'll make some cocktails, and then we get through it together. We'll power through it, Mike.
I'll just do it on my own.
Okay,
I'll live.
All right. But think about the cocktails.
I don't need drinking as a crutch.
I'm not drinking as a crutch. Just drinking as a good time, Mike.
That's what Brenden wanted. That's what Brenden picked.
Hey, listen, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Let's do it. Anyways, let's get into Fantastic Mr. Fox, based on the Roald Dahl. Is it? I always say Roald Dahl. Is it Roald?
I think it's Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl book of the same name. This 2009 PG film had as we always do with these episodes, had a budget of $40 million. What do we think this pulled in worldwide?
I feel like people do say that this is one of the better adaptations, and actually, I guess that's the end of that statement. One of the better adaptations, maybe one of Anderson's better films too.
I feel like his movies don't generally make a lot of money though.
Yeah, I don't know if that translates to this making too much money. I want it to be a successful film, so in my head, I want it to at least do like 110. And for that reason, I'm going to just say that number.
Okay. That was going to be my first guess, was 110, but I changed it midway through your
You did say the budget was 40, right?
40 mil.
Or 40, okay.
Todd, where are you at?
I'm going to go 150.
150?
Yep.
Originally, I was going to go...
I think that might be too high, though.
My original guess was going to be 115.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm going to back off, actually. Mike, you said 110, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go. Oh, fuck. 80.
It's tough.
Maybe 100. I'm gonna go 90.
And Dom made the right choice to back it down because it did a cool 46 million worldwide.
Ooh,
yikes!
Ouch.
Yep. About an even split domestic international. It was 21 domestic, 25 international.
that's crazy how poorly it did.
I mean, his movies don't really. I feel like.
No, but like,
regardless of what people think about them, I feel like they don't make money.
Now, over on the Rotten Tomatoes world, where do we think this sits with tomato and audience, Mike?
Again, I feel. Here's what I'll say. I want it to be in both camps, high 80s, low 90s. I can kind of see it hitting a 70-something with one of those. So I'm going to say, critically, 86.
Okay.
And I'm going to say the other one, audience splatty thing, 72.
Okay. Todd walked away, so Dom, where are you at? Oh, Todd's back. Todd, what do you say?
I'm gonna go 93 with critic, and then I'm gonna go 85 with user.
Dom, where are you at?
I was gonna go 86 anyway, so I'm gonna go 86. And user, I'm gonna say 77.
Well,
what did I say?
What?
What did I say for my?
You said 93, 85.
Oh, great. Okay.
You sticking with that?
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
Todd had to have looked this up because he nailed both on the bullseye. 93, 85. You're such a fucking liar. You cheater.
No, dude,
you scoundrel. You don't get any points for this. So.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so 93 tomato, 85 audience. Critic consensus, fantastic Mr. Fox is a delightfully funny feast for the eyes with multi-generational appeal, and it shows Wes Anderson has a knack for animation. So yeah, both critically and commercially received pretty well, at least, with percentages.
Commercially, no.
Well, sorry, general public consensus. That's what I meant. No.
It is award-winning, correct?
It has 63 nominations and 32 wins in 2 Oscar nominations, but no Oscar wins.
No Oscar wins, okay.
If this page will
I do remember it being nominated.
It was nominated for Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Picture Original Score, as well as Best Animated Feature Film of the Year. I'm curious what the other feature films...
What year are we?
2010 Oscars. 2009 movie, 2010 Oscars.
2010 Oscar.
Where are we at here?
What year did Toy Story 3 come out?
2010.
Well, was Toy Story 3 nominated for stuff? So that would have been 2011 Oscars. Let's see.
Yeah, we'd be looking for the movie that came out the year before in 2009, and we just did this.
You just did. So, Best Animated Feature Film of the Year, it was up against Coraline, also a fantastic film. The Princess and the Frog, I have not seen that. The Secret of the Kells, I have not seen that. And the winner of the year, Up.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Up also beat it
in... I think this should have won over Up.
I don't agree.
Up also beat it in the other category of Best Achievement in Music Written for a Motion Picture Original Score.
I like Up a lot. I think the first half an hour is its strong suit, and then I think after that it's kind of just like, eh.
Well, lucky for you, Todd, we're not here tonight to talk about Up. We're here tonight to talk about fantastic Mr. Fox. So just overall, broad strokes, it's my movie, so I guess I can say first. After
You gotta go by what you said last week. You gotta go by what you said last week when we talked about it.
I'm gonna no, I said it was an hour and a half, hour and 27.
No, I know, but that's how you review.
Well, I mean, it's my movie. I don't pick duds. I don't pick fucking flops. I will say, I need to start watching the movie with more time in between when we record the show, because I definitely want more time to sit on these movies going forward, because
you had a whole month. You always have a whole month.
We all have a whole month, and none of us watch it till the fucking week of. Come on. Come on, Mike. You're gonna throw. He who cast the first stone.
I'm just saying. You're saying like I need to watch these movies with more time. It's like, well, yeah, you always have.
This is me holding myself accountable on the podcast right now, saying I need to do this for myself because we delayed the show a week, gave me more time to think about it, and I came around on the movie a little bit more. Because
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna make Amanda watch The Wits now. Now that fucking I got a head start, it's how she's watching it.
I didn't think the movie was bad. I still really enjoyed the movie. I think it was more of I've heard a lot of really good things about the film, so I was expecting to be kind of like blown away a little bit. And I think I had also off the air last week said that not a big George Clooney guy, but that has also softened on me too, at least with this movie. Like I
don't know. I feel like his voice was perfect for Mr. Fox.
It is pretty good for Mr. Fox. It is pretty good for Mr. Fox. Actually, I mean the voice cast in general. Kind of fucking banger in this movie.
It's George Clooney and all of Wes Anderson's friends.
Yeah. Jason Schwartzman, no surprise, like fucking kills it. Like probably, in my opinion, probably the best voice in the film, maybe? I don't know.
I read a thing that Schwartzman came in and recorded all of his stuff in one day. I need to verify that, but I Schwartzman's stuff was recorded in one day.
That's he was really good. I mean, Bill Murray's always really good. Meryl Streep was good too. But I mean, as far as for people that had a lot of speaking roles, I think Jason Schwartzman was probably like my favorite like voice actor in the film. Clooney was good though. Owen Wilson
Clooney was perfect in his role.
Yeah, Owen Wilson is on the fucking poster as being billed, and this dude has one scene in the
movie. He's an Anderson guy.
I don't know who the I think I'm not sure who Christopherson's voice actor is.
I think it might have been Anderson's like son
someone's
or something.
Relative, right? Yeah, I think his name was Anderson. I didn't realize Wes Anderson also voiced someone in the movie. He voiced Weasel. Does he usually make cameos in his movies or no?
I don't think so. I don't remember him being in them.
Yeah. But
William Dafoe is always so good in fucking.
I know. I didn't even fucking know he was the rat until after. Like when the credits rolled, I was like, wow, like he was really. And
good
I
was
too.
trying to figure out why I knew fucking Beans. Was it Bean? The main of the three bad guys.
August.
Bunsen and Beans.
Bunsen and Beans?
Yeah. Whatever. I was like, why does this voice sound so familiar? And then I saw at the end it was Michael Gambon, the actor that recently passed away that played Dumbledore for a bunch of those movies.
But yeah, I think overall, like the movie is really good, and I was kind of, I think part of it too was I didn't want to, because I'm sure there are plenty of people that have dissected the book and movie, or both, or one or the other, and have the meanings and morals or whatever it may be. Because I was trying to think of like, what is this story trying to tell? I feel like it's probably trying to tell something specifically. I'm sure the book also did that. And I think I've come around on some stuff, and then I've done some reading since about certain things and plot elements of the book. Because one of the big things for me was like trying to figure out what the wolf scene was trying to do. And I had my thoughts, and then I read some things about what the wolf scene is probably trying to portray. And I think the book and the movie, although because I think I was saying it before we were recording, I read like half the book this weekend while I was in New Hampshire, just because I wanted to see how
you read like 10 pages.
I think it's like 80 pages or something. I probably read like half the book, but I just wanted to kind of see how similar the setup and story was, and it seemed like obviously it's like not a one for one, but it follows the story at least pretty closely, seemingly. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. I mean, I don't know if this is my favorite movie we watched for the movie club for the year. I have to look at the list, but I liked it a lot. I was happy to have watched this and had this be the pick. What about you, Mike?
You like this? You said you've already seen Royal Tenenbaums.
Royal Tenenbaums, is that the one where they like
live
in an apartment together?
That's the one with Bill Murray and Jason Schwartzman and Owen Wilson
and Luke Wilson.
Gene Hackman's the father.
Gene Hackman's the main character. Angelica Houston is also in both of these films.
This is the one where they live in like an apartment building together.
Well, they moved back in.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
You didn't like it. I remember you saying it.
No, it was fine. It's just people always like laud.
You said it was too long.
Nope, I did not. People always laud Wes Anderson films as like these amazing movies, and I'm not saying they're not. I just like, I don't know. I want to sit down and be fucking blown away. What's his best movie in your opinion?
They're quirky.
Yeah, I like that though.
He has a style.
Yeah. I mean, this movie felt like a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, no, this
like this movie. This
showcased his style in fucking spades. Like this was his movie. Stop animation was great. The animation in this movie was great. Like
I thought the animation was really good. Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite Wes Anderson movie though? Like Brenden said, or what would you consider top tier for you?
I mean, mine is still probably Royal Tenenbaums, but I would have to take more time and think. Like that's my go-to answer.
Is Gwyneth Paltrow the female lead in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to think about it because I've seen this. I've seen Royal Tenenbaums. What other movies by him have I watched?
Don't people love Grand Budapest Hotel too?
Grand Budapest.
No, I didn't watch Grand Budapest.
Is he Moonrise Kingdom too?
Yes.
I haven't seen that one. That's like the camp one, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I don't know if I've seen any other ones. Is he? Maybe not. What's the
Bottle Rocket?
What's the movie with Jason Schwartzman on the cover? Is that Rushmore?
Yeah, that's Rushmore. Yeah. Rushmore.
I think I saw that like on Comedy Central a long time ago.
Rushmore's really good too.
Yeah, it's either Rushmore, Life Aquatic for me personally, and this is a hot take right now, but Isle of Dogs. I watched it twice this last week after watching this. I fucking love that movie. Everything about it. Like literally everything about it.
Oh, Isle of Dogs. I watched that too.
I've rewatched it. I liked it more and more.
I think this is way better than Isle of Dogs.
It's just different. It's like the setup of Isle of Dogs. They do it like a kabuki, almost like Japanese like samurai movie with the music and everything. It's so good. I watched it again today and I was like, I kind of forgot about it because I watched it when it came out. But
is that also stop motion?
Yes, it's why I watched it because after enjoying the Fantastic Mr. Fox so much, I watched it again. And I'm like, fuck, man, this movie's so good. I don't know. Moonrise Kingdom I thought was amazing. I just only watched it once, but that's a movie I could definitely watch again and probably love.
I do need to give Life Aquatic another watch because I do remember really enjoying it.
Yeah. It's so like out there. Like all his movies are out there, but that's probably like the most like out there. Just anything Bill Murray, you know.
We get it, Todd. You like Bill Murray. Jen's favorite Wes Anderson movie is Life Aquatic.
You know.
So yeah, I don't know. For me, it was a solid movie. I enjoyed it. I don't really know what my gripes are. Like I don't really think I have any like broad sweeping gripes. Like it was a good movie. It wasn't like, you know, knock my knickers off. Knickers?
I'm like one of those people that like I see like a Wes Anderson movie and then I realize it's like a stop animation cartoon. I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I don't know why. It's something stupid that I do, like where like I'm like, oh, he's veering off.
And you're the fucking reason why no one went to go see the movie. I don't want to watch stop motion.
Probably, yeah. I mean, like, because that was like peak Wes Anderson too. Like he was like, you know, he still fucking puts out great movies now, but like that was probably like in the middle of his popularity and like biggest peak, and I don't know what it is. And now I'm like second guessing everything after watching this movie, and I'm like, fuck, how could I never watch this movie?
So where are the rest of you at overall broad strokes on Fantastic Mr. Fox, Mike?
I enjoyed it. I thought this was peak Wes Anderson, confined into stop motion, great casting. Just all in all, a fun story. I don't know what to say. It was good. Dare I say fantastic? No. 2 on the nose. But it was good.
Yeah. Some of the effects were really good. Like we had mentioned it earlier, the three of us, like not on the podcast, but like when the dog with rabies and like I don't know, there was like little things like that used like smoke and like bubbles that were just like really good effects. Like it was really well done.
Well, like an Isle of Dogs. Just watching that over again. When the dogs all start scrapping, it's like the same kind of thing. It's like that like cottony looking, like they're clearly using like cotton or something to make it all work. And like so
I looked it up to see because I was curious. It's according to the internet, the only point of the movie that is CGI is when they flood the sewer, or flood whatever. Everything else is stop motion animation or practical effects. They don't use CGI for anything else. What about you, Dom? What are you feeling overall?
It's not my favorite Wes Anderson movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know. It was a Wes Anderson movie. The cast is great. The dialogue is good.
Music was great.
Music is good.
You wrote a bad song, PT.
There's weird pop songs in there for no reason, and then they break out into dance. It's classic Wes Anderson. I mean, at the end when they're in the grocery store, I was like,
so good. I love it.
Yeah, we didn't get a breakdown yet.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of, or I guess I don't know, are there specific things you want to jump into about the movie, or we can just roll through like basic plot points and go from there, or scenes or anything, or?
I wish I still remembered more of the film.
Mike, you watched it a week ago, Mike.
I've watched a lot of things since then.
I will say that it's weird that stop motion like had its heyday in like, I don't know, like the 50s and 60s. And then like every once in a while, like a couple good movies come out that are stop motion, and then it just disappears again for like
because it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's gotta be like a labor of love. I can't imagine like studios want to fund that.
Coraline was all stop motion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that company is always
in a year.
Yeah, that's Leica, right, Mike?
Leica.
Yeah, Leica, and they're like always operating on a loss. I think like it's expensive.
I have to imagine. Yeah, I have to imagine. I didn't even know about box trolls until like very recently.
I feel like I gotta pick Mad God as my next movie then. Have you guys ever heard of that? It's like a stop-in. It's a rated R like horror movie.
So I remember hearing about it.
This dude was working on this movie for fucking ever, and it's supposed to be really good. But,
yeah, it's like him by himself to work on this entire thing. It's basically Adam Scott in Parks and Rec, but
I have to just throw this out there. Todd hated this movie because Todd is doing everything in his power to talk about anything but this movie. Anything but it. Still?
Hey, listen, he's not refuting you.
I'm literally the one who told you last week how much I loved it. You're like, you know what, that movie's trash. You have bad taste. And I was like, dude, just go easy on me. You know, you're not fucking mad at me.
I mean, it was a good movie. From what, or is there like morals or themes or things that you guys pulled out of the movie? I have done reading about the movie, so like I'll wait to say those things. But like I don't know if anyone else has done read into stuff.
I have not read into anything, and if I still had the movie fresh in my mind, I would say something along the lines of "It's okay to be," and that would make a bunch of weird hand gestures and sounds, and then say "different." But I don't remember exactly how that went. Yeah, it's okay to be different.
No, that's his catchphrase, Mike.
No, he goes. And then he points or something.
Yeah, that's his catchphrase.
But his catchphrase. What was Possum's catchphrase?
Oh, he did like one time at the end. Possum was good. Who voiced Possum? Or was it? No, it wasn't Badger.
No, it was Possum. The moral that I took out of the story is
eat the rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so I think again, I didn't finish the book.
If all else fails, burrow underground.
Yeah. Possum must not be someone important because they're not even listed on the page here on the cast. That can't be accurate. Did he have an actual name? Is that why?
No.
Kylie is Kylie the possum?
No, Kylie was one of the foxes. I think, like one of the girl fox. I think. Yeah, possum. He doesn't even have a Latin name. I don't even think they had possums in Rome.
No, Kylie is one of the people. He's one of the humans. That guy. If I can find the. Now I gotta find.
Oh.
Okay, those, yeah. A lot of the people, the stop motion characters, are literally just them. Like they just made like stop motion of the actors.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh, no, Kylie was the possum.
Yeah, I thought the possum had her name. That's why I was like, "There's no way the possum's not listed here." So, but I still don't know that person, Wallace Wolodarski. I don't know who that is. But
great name.
He's a writer for The Simpsons.
This is why I'm curious. I'll probably just finish the book at some point,
and the Tracy Ullman show,
just to see, because the theme from the book at least is that like it's bad to let revenge consume you, because that's what happens to the three farmer, like whatever, the Bunsen, Beans, and Bonts or whatever. They're just obsessed with killing, getting revenge on Mr. Fox, and that is like their undoing. But I don't know if the book has like, because it's also like, it seems like in the movie Mr. Fox also is like his own undoing, because he's like, hey, I should stop stealing and like doing this, because that is what ends up being like, they have a perfectly good life and there's no danger seemingly, and then he starts doing that on the side again, and then it's just like, okay, this is what is leading to you losing your tail, and your nephew gets kidnapped, and all these things, almost everyone dies, your home is gone, all this stuff. But I think another interesting thing that the movie does, which this was me thinking about, not something I read, but because I was kind of thinking about, all right, you have this movie with animals that are all, some of these animals would in real life probably eat each other or be enemies. But in this movie, they are not. But there are animals that they do eat and hunt, like the chickens and stuff, and turkeys or whatever, in the place they're stealing from. So it's like, what's the differentiator there in this movie of like, you have these caged animals they're hunting, these free living wild animals that are like wild but civilized, they go to school, like they have jobs, and then there's other wild non-captive animals like the wolf, who for the whole portion of the movie, every time like they're out doing a heist, if Possum Kylie mentions the wolf, both of them, Mr. Fox and Kylie, get all fucking freaked out, because they're like, he's like, what, is there a wolf? Why are you mentioning wolf? And like, they're both seemingly very afraid of the wolf. And then when the wolf finally shows up towards the end of the movie, it's like this standoff that's at first, what's going to happen? But then they both sort of like recognize like, hey, we're doing our thing, you're doing your thing, we respect each other, and we'll leave each other alone. Like they do the fist raise in the air or whatever.
Yeah.
And
game recognized game.
Mr. Fox tries to talk to the wolf in like different languages to like speak with him, and he can't speak. Yeah, he can't speak Latin or English. So it's just this weird like thing of, okay, so you have these captive animals that are seemingly at no point in the movie voiced, so they're, I don't know, uneducated captive animals, and then you have the educated animals that are not wild animals but still have a wild side. I don't know, I feel like there's something else there that the book doesn't have in regards to like that sort of relationship between.
I feel like you might be reading into it a lot, because the animals also talk to the humans.
They do?
Yes.
They wrote letters to each other.
They did write letters to each other.
Mr. Fox was speaking to the humans at the end.
Which brings me to my major question. So did they hire the rat? Did they make a shirt for the rat with his name on it? Like what?
It seems like they were just like,
they only hired the one rat?
You can live here and drink, and you just like keep an eye on Mr. Fox. Did he have a
way to communicate? It's like, hey, someone's breaking in, or did they just leave him with a shiv and said, go nuts?
I did like
he was
that
part of the crew, so like the old crew. So I wonder if like
he got pinched and they said like, hey, we'll give you a deal.
Well, Mike, he's a rat.
Yeah.
So he ratted the crew out. You know what I mean? And his way of surviving was, I'll fucking work for you. I'll be your fucking, throw me a jug of cider and I'm good. I'll be good to go.
All right.
And the possum played possum.
Possum did play possum.
Mm-hmm.
Love how that mouse was an explosions expert.
No, wasn't Badger the explosives expert?
I forget. It was somebody that was just like, yeah.
It was someone on Fox's team.
I think it was Badger because at one point they were like going around. They were going around in circles, and he was like, "All right, like, your Latin name is this, and like, what are you good at?" And the rabbit was like, "Oh, I'm fast," and like, I forget what, and then they got to the badger, and he was like, "All right, your Latin name is this," and the badger was like, "I'm a demolitions expert." I was like, "That's not what badgers do."
Yeah, it was pretty good. I did like that scene too, where he was going around like with Latin names and all that. There was another animal he talks to that he didn't have a Latin name for. It was a small animal.
I don't know.
It was a named actor too. Like it's. I'll say the actor's name and you'll know who it is. Fuck. What was his name? Where is he? Like I think it's like the only 2 lines in the movie that this person says. Fuck. It's like an actor that everyone knows. Oh my god. Adrian Brody, field mouse.
Good for Adrian Brody.
He is the field mouse, and he's like, what can I do? There was someone in that scene though that he didn't give a scientific name.
It was Kylie.
Oh, it was possum.
It was the possum. He's like, I don't know if they had possums in
Rome or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was good. You think I'm reading too much into the animal dichotomy?
Animals being some animals talking and some animals not.
Well,
talking,
I think there's definitely
animals were talking to the humans.
I think it's definitely
maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely part of the theme. Like underlying themes is like definitely something to do with like your wild side. Like that is definitely because that's Mr. Fox's one of his like his downfall is him giving into his wild side.
To be fair, that's also how they got out of it at the end.
Yes. So I think it's like learning to find the balance, maybe embrace your wild side, but don't let it consume you.
Sure.
Because the wolf seemingly that they meet also has that same balance of like if you were one of the
also was just a wild animal. He wasn't wearing clothes or anything.
But he fucking gave him a fist bump, so he clearly like was not just a regular wolf. Because a regular wolf would have just fucking gobbled those motherfuckers.
Yo, he's been watching him. He respect game.
You think the regular wolf was looking at them thinking, "How is a fox
riding a
motorcycle?"
Well, hold on. How does the fox have an exact replica of the other motorcycle that was there, and they run behind it?
Oh, that was great. That was actually a super great scene.
Yeah, there were some great scenes.
I also thought when they were on the motorcycle, the guy in the helicopter is like, "Oh, there's a fox and a smaller fox and a possum on a motorcycle. Is this anything?"
Yeah. Come back here and get us. Okay, sure. Yeah, it was a good move. It's a fun film. I'm curious to see if it resonates with kids. Like, I'm curious if did you watch it with your kids, Todd, or no?
They loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Okay,
yeah.
Interesting. Because obviously it's an animated movie.
They also just watched Taxi Driver. So.
That's right. Yeah. Which one they like better?
Fans of cinema.
It's so hit or miss with them too, because I put on something I think they're absolutely going to love, and then all of a sudden they're just walking away. Like they love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. They fucking glued to that movie.
Can you have them tier list Wes Anderson movies for us?
Yes. So they'll say this movie, then Isle of Dogs, because I forced them to watch Isle of Dogs. They didn't want to watch that.
They're just fans of good directors.
What do they think of Ari Aster?
I told them not yet, but they're excited to start watching. I told Liam he has to be 9.
Well, he's gonna see a Robert Eggers movie this month, so
yeah, that's true.
You know what Liam told me when I went to his birthday? He said he thought Spielberg was overrated.
He said that the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie are the most underrated ones.
We did start watching Strays today, though, while the kids were in the other room, and I was like, we shouldn't be watching this. It's like the Will it's on Peacock, I think, or something. It's not good. But...
I can't imagine that's good.
Things about it. I mean, nothing but bad things about that.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wants to say about Fantastic Mr. Fox before we wrap this up?
I'm glad you picked it because I wouldn't have watched it, probably.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know whose idea it was.
I don't either, because we were like trying to
take a Roald Dahl book. To take a Roald Dahl book and be like, you know who would be really good at making this into a movie?
Right.
Wes Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you know what though? I think if anyone else made this movie, it wouldn't have been good.
I mean, it would have been
James
very
Giant
different.
Beach, was that Tim Burton?
It feels very Tim Burton-esque in my head, but I don't think
it's like same kind
of
wheelhouse, like very unique styles that kind of like don't.
But in the same way that Tim Burton didn't direct The Nightmare Before Christmas, but we always kind of think he did.
Oh, yeah, I always
it was produced by Tim Burton.
Okay.
It was directed by Henry Selick. Oh, best known for
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Coraline, and Wendell in the Wild.
And who directed BFG?
I don't know. That was much more recently, wasn't it?
It was it was way more recently, but
that was Spielberg, I think.
It was Spielberg.
Yeah.
Okay. It all ties together so nicely.
I don't know. It's not a movie I think I'll rewatch anytime soon, but whenever it has popped into my brain since I've watched it, I've been happy that I've watched it. So whatever that says.
Yeah.
About this
I've
movie.
enjoyed the 2 other times I watched it in the last week. So
I do.
You've watched it 3 times this month?
Yeah, dude. When the kids like something, they fucking like something, man. You put it on and they're fucking. You get like 2 hours of like.
I get that.
You know,
No wonder why Todd has said nothing about this movie, because he's like, I never want to watch this movie again.
No, fuck that. I like it. It's like I kind of judge like these kind of movies on if like I'm willing to watch it over and over again. It's a pretty damn good movie.
Yeah. I like the
Have you
end
watched
a
the
lot.
Paw Patrol movie yet?
So we were gonna bring them today, and I'm talking quietly because they're both still awake. But
Isn't it on something? I thought it was streaming on something.
No, it came out in theaters today or this weekend.
Oh, really?
No, it came out last week.
I thought
last weekend.
I thought it was already streaming somewhere.
We were gonna do it, but then we. Yeah, right. Yeah, we were gonna, but like I was just like, we did all this shit yesterday, and I'm like, I just need a day. I need a day. You know, it's like
Paw Patrol is stop motion if you blink a lot while you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. There's like some very striking scenes and obviously some very Wes Anderson shots. Like he has a very specific cinematic style.
He has a way of framing things. Yeah. He likes symmetry.
But for some reason, it really, really worked in this animated movie. Like it worked really well. Like when they would close up on like a character's face. In, I don't know if
he was smiling or what.
Yeah, when he showed his teeth and stuff, like, I don't know, just like silly things, but it just, I don't know, it really worked in the storytelling. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm still trying to figure out, do possums' eyes go like that when they're like scared or something? What was the point of his eyes changing that way?
They play dead, don't they? Or they like fucking...
Yeah, I know they play dead.
Yeah, I assumed that there was a reason why the possum did that.
Yeah.
I did like the blueberries with the dogs, and like they like.
I know. I was literally just about to say I should switch my pick to another Wes Anderson movie, but it's too late.
I mean, you still can. We're literally in this episode.
Brendan, you already picked The Witch. You want to watch it?
I'm excited to talk about The Witch, and I'm excited.
Listen, I've never seen Life Aquatic. You need to rewatch it. I mean,
it's true,
dude. I'm on the. I have like 17 movies I want to pick for my pick, and I just
we always do, Todd.
You already picked They Lived, didn't you?
I know, and it's like,
oh, that's right. You locked that in.
Yeah, you locked it in like 3 fucking months ago.
One of the things I wanted to switch it to is The Thing from the same director, because like I don't think any of you guys have ever seen The Thing, probably.
I was gonna put The Thing on my list too.
Okay.
I've seen Carpenters, right?
Yes.
Yeah, John Carpenter.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, Carpenter did They Live?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Yes. Yeah.
Were we gonna say something just now?
I was also gonna try to put The Mist in there somewhere, but I just couldn't make it work for my game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd, just do the same thing.
I knew Brenden was going to say Mario. I knew it. I knew, like, he was, no matter what. I think out of all that.
I mean, I looked through Dom's list very quickly, and
he almost had a chance to get out of it and pick. If he had picked Bowser, we would have watched Mars Attacks, and he would have had a much easier.
I still would have been happy. I would have been happy to watch that again, though, because I haven't seen that in so long.
I was gonna try to slide a couple comedies in there so that Brenden would have like a chance at not watching a horror movie.
I mean, I don't know. Out of all of these on your list here, I don't know anything about The Witch. Obviously, Mars Attacks, or isn't Jennifer's Body also not a scary movie?
It's like a horror comedy.
Yeah,
it's like a Scream.
The Megan Fox movie, right?
Horror.
It's Megan Fox movie.
Yeah.
I did watch. I have seen Jennifer's Body.
I mean, so I feel like either of those two would have been great. And I mean, I didn't know Train to Busan was a horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Yeah.
It's a zombie movie.
Isn't that the Parasite director's first film, or previous film? Isn't that? Am I mixing it up?
It's a South Korean film.
Yeah, isn't it the Parasite director?
I don't think so.
Could be.
Oh man, I wouldn't be.
Do you want to switch to that one instead?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Snowpiercer. Is Chris Evans in both of these movies?
Yeah. Chris Evans is in Snowpiercer.
There's
no English actors in Train to Busan.
Is Snowpiercer on a train?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm confusing. Okay, I knew. I was like, I definitely know that there's a fucking Bong Joon-ho movie, like on a train with zombies or something.
There are no zombies in Snowpiercer.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, train. There's the through line. I thought it was that movie. I don't know anything about movies.
Upgrade on your list though, the movie Upgrade. I've like debated picking that a couple times too because it's so fucking good. But
there's a few movies on there that like I was
kind of hoping
Green Room is
one of.
I mean, you can literally change the pick. We're in the episode.
No,
still.
you picked the movie already.
I didn't pick shit. Anyways,
I'll say this, and not to place a bug in Brendan's head, but Brenden probably picked the worst case scenario out of all these movies for him.
No, I think Midsummer he would have hated more, just because he would already be going into the movie like hating the movie.
But he would walk out of Midsummer and be like, "Oh, that wasn't as bad as Hereditary or anything like that."
Oh no, for sure.
For like the worst, he might have picked the worst.
I don't know.
Whatever. You have to all watch it too. If it's such a bad movie, why the fuck are we picking it?
Oh no, it's a great movie.
We didn't pick it. You picked it.
I didn't pick anything.
I meant your personal taste or whatever,
Anyways, okay. That's not, anyone else have anything else to say about this movie before we go to bed?
Yeah, not really.
Okay. But I picked a movie that everyone liked, so congratulations. I'm good at picking movies, and 2 out of 4 are gonna like Dom's pick.
Bro,
2 out of 4 are gonna like
Dom's pick. My Girl, and we were like, no, don't pick My Girl, whatever.
I don't pick duds. I pick bangers only.
I don't know if that's true, but I always have this.
What'd you say? You both said something.
You were gonna pick the B movie?
I was not gonna pick the B movie. I don't know what the fuck Todd's talking about. Hold on.
Who was the dad in My Girl?
Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
Let's just very quickly look at this.
January. Every single time.
January, I picked Willow. Yeah, it's fine. Dom picked Creep. Todd picked Peanut Butter Falcon. Mike picked A Scanner Darkly. I picked Manchester by the Sea. Dom picked Blackberry. Todd picked Arrival. Mike picked La La Land. And then I picked Fantastic Mr. Fox.
We don't pick any like comedies.
I would say Fantastic Mr. Fox is the best of your picks this year.
I think the best movie we watched this year, in my opinion, is Manchester by the Sea. Also my pick.
Really? Over Arrival?
Yeah,
I like Manchester by the Sea, but
I don't know. I mean, I like Blackberry a lot too, though.
I like Blackberry a lot.
Was phenomenal. Yeah, that was really good.
But if I'm just ranking against the movies that you've picked,
is Willow, Manchester, and Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah,
which I also still liked Willow. It's also Willow, so I mean,
it's like hard to watch.
I don't know if it's streaming on Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus anymore. Yeah, I think it's gone.
Wait, even the movie?
I thought they pulled all of Willow.
They also own the show too.
I know that, but like the streaming services are weird about shows.
It costs money to
host it up there,
and
yeah.
It's a lazy excuse.
The whole thing. Yeah.
It's more of the residuals thing, probably.
All right, so we're locking in The Witch. So you have right now. You have the next 10 minutes to change this.
You picked it, Brenden.
I didn't pick shit.
You're gonna enjoy it. I'm telling you.
I don't really care. I'm gonna watch whatever movie we pick.
It takes place in Salem.
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game.
Sure it takes place in Salem.
That's the name of the game.
I'm just gonna watch it during the day. I don't
1630s Puritan. It's gotta be.
I'm pretty sure it's like even Eggers has brought that up. I could be wrong, but like that, like he doesn't really say, but it's like heavily inspired by obviously fucking Salem, Danvers, and actually the real Salem, Danvers.
What?
The witch trials.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, it did also take place in Salem, but Salem used to be bigger, and then the Danvers portion of the state is now Danvers and not called Salem anymore. But yes, a lot of stuff happened in what is now Danvers too. But a lot of stuff also happened over here.
What was the movie that takes place at Danvers? Danvers State.
Yeah. Session 9, I believe.
Session 9? Yeah.
Yep.
That was Shutter Island. Doesn't that take place here too?
Or is that
fake?
Island?
Is that fake though?
It might be fake. I feel like it's a New England thing too, though.
I think it's based off of something,
but it's not actually a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Last chance, Tom. You can still change it. We can still watch literally anything else. We can watch.
I don't want to take your pick away from you.
My pick was Fantastic Mr. Fox. I have bangers.
Yeah, you picked The Witch.
That's fine with me. It was your pick. Dom gets a bonus point for that. Okay. Before we roll into tonight's game and wrap this episode up, of course, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode 389. I don't even fucking know what episode this is. I think it's 389. Let me double check before I just say things that don't make any sense. Oh, yeah, episode 389. I was right. I should have believed myself. Should have believed in the heart of the cards. You can support us in a bunch of different ways. Of course, the easiest way to do that, the freest way to do that, and probably the most beneficial way to help us is to just leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform, wherever you listen to the show, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, some other place. Leave us a review. It's very beneficial. We appreciate you if you do. If you listen to us primarily on podcast apps, just as a reminder, we do stream the show live every week on twitch.tv/passcontroller, or if you watch us later on YouTube at our YouTube channel, you can also listen to us on podcast feeds as well as watch us live at twitch.tv/passcontroller. We also stream when we play Fortnite together and other things, first looks, first hours, other games, stuff like that, charity stuff and whatnot. So all those ways, great ways to interact with us, and again, easy to subscribe to us on your favorite podcast platform, on Twitch, and over on YouTube, and leave us a 5-star review. If you have money kicking around, you want to help support the show, you can do that by going to passcontroller.threadless.com, buying yourself some swag, going to patreon.com/passcontroller and becoming a patron, or subscribing to us on Twitch at twitch.tv/passcontroller. But without further ado, I don't know, you want to see all the things we do, go to passcontroller.io. There's links to the podcast, the Twitch stream, the YouTube channel, stuff we write, anything else that goes on is all over there or over on our social media at Pass Controller. So the leaderboard for the year right now has Dom at 41, but he's getting bumped up to 42 for getting earlier, right? Todd at 38, Mike at 31. We have a bunch of guest points, but no guests tonight, so we don't need to go over the guest leaderboard because it's a movie episode. We will play the movie game. If this is your first time listening to a PTC Movie Club episode, the movie game goes as so. I will read random facts about the film, whether it be runtime, rating, box office budget, review scores, actor names, whatever it may be. I reveal information until someone gets it right. Whoever gets it right first gets the point. That brings us to movie number 1. This 2001 PG-13 film clocks in at 1 hour and 56 minutes.
Sorry.
What?
Hour 56.
Hour 56.
PG-13?
Yeah.
This movie was nominated 20 times, including 4 wins. None of which...
Royal Tenenbaums?
Incorrect. None of which are Oscars.
It definitely are.
You may recognize at least one, and that one being the 4th billed actor in the MCU.
Is it Rushmore?
Incorrect.
Oh, no. I think that's R2. I could be wrong.
Is Royal Tenenbaums R?
Yes. Because there's like that suicide scene. There's like a lot of swearing, I think, too.
We got away with a lot more back then.
No, I think it was still only 2 fucks. Maybe even just 1 fuck per PG-13.
You may recognize a low-billed actor in this film as being one of the top-billed actors from a film we watched this year in the movie club. So low-billed in this film, but top-billing in a film we watched this year for the movie club.
That's too much work for my brain.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, he's saying that Casey Affleck was low-billed in this film, but in Manchester by the Sea, he was top-billed.
I'll confirm that for Mike. Yes, that is who I was talking about.
Oh, I was talking my ass.
That was a great poll, Mike.
That was a great poll. It doesn't help me because I didn't know Casey Affleck existed until 2016.
2001.
Well, he was pretty low billed in this movie.
2001, PG-13. Is it Ocean's 11?
It is indeed Ocean's 11. Dom got the point off of Mike's back.
My brain just started going. I'm like, Good Will Hunting was R. I was like, just kind of going down all the Matt Damon.
All right, Casey Affleck. What would he have been in with a bunch of other people?
That puts Dom at 43. Movie number 2.
Oh yeah, George Clooney was in that.
Did you say he was in the MCU though? Casey Affleck?
No, I said that the fourth billed actor, Matt Damon,
which was
Matt
Damon. Brody.
What did you say, Mike? Rhodey?
I said Rhodey because
he's also in there. Wait, he wasn't even in the top build. That doesn't make any sense. He's also an explosions expert.
He should have been. Yeah, he should have been ahead of Casey Affleck, but
he must have been. But I definitely didn't recognize his picture. Now I actually need to pull it back up because I don't remember him being there.
I feel like their roles
He's
are kind
one of the 11.
But I think Casey is also one of the 11. He's pretty low on the billing.
Him and James Conn.
He's number 10 out of the 11.
Hold on. Let me see. The listing is according to IMDb. We have George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Matt Damon, Cecilia Ann Burt, Paul L. Nolan. This is not, because again, these are like Cecilia Ann Burt plays board member number 1. So like this is, maybe this is, I don't know why this is messed up.
It might be order of appearance.
I don't know. Yeah, no, that's also not correct because I'm pretty sure that what's his face appears pretty early. No, not Casey Affleck. Fucking Rhodey.
Julia Roberts.
Why can't I think of his name? Why can't I think of War Machine's name?
Early,
yes, he does.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he
not earlier than
probably earlier than Casey, to be honest.
No, I know, but I was trying to think. Why can I not remember his name? What's the bad guy in that movie?
And definitely.
Not Scott Bakula.
Well, Julia Roberts doesn't appear until way after all of these people make an appearance.
I think there's a scene at the beginning with them on a date, like doing their history. And
George Clooney and Julia Roberts?
I'm pretty sure.
I rewatched this movie not too long ago, unfortunately. At least I watched the first half of the movie.
That movie's so good.
It's actually surprisingly not as bad as my brain. Not as bad as my brain remembers this movie being. It's not that bad.
Great.
But no, they do that. They don't have that until Casey Affleck and Matt Damon are in the casino because I think Casey Affleck's job is to like follow everyone or one of them. One of them is to like figure everyone out. It's either Matt Damon or Casey Affleck, and they're in the casino talking, and they're like, "Who's that?" And it's like, "Oh, that's Tess Ocean." Like it happens after everyone else has been introduced.
For some reason, I thought they did like a flashback scene to open the movie to like show.
I don't remember that
their marriage had been falling apart.
But regardless, Rhodey probably showed up before most of these people, so I don't know. Why can't I not think of his name?
I can't remember his name anymore either.
Why can't I think of his name?
It's Adrian Brody.
Yeah, Adrian Brody.
Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Bakula.
That's a big Mike. I couldn't think of that name.
Don Cheadle.
There we go.
Yeah, Don Cheadle definitely shows up beforehand. Anyways, I don't know.
I still like that Todd just slipped Scott Bakula in there.
We'll just let it go. He's been watching Charles in Charge.
Movie number 2. This 2006 PG film clocks in an hour and 33 minutes. No. And here, spoiler, there are no other Oceans movies for the next 2 movies.
If you slip into Ocean's 8, I swear to God. 2006, you said?
Yes.
PG.
2006 PG. Did you give us a runtime? Because I wasn't.
Hour 33.
Hour 33. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
2006.
Unless it's somebody that's really not of import, I don't believe, at least according to the main top cast page, you will not recognize anyone from the MCU in this movie.
All right. Well, that gets rid of my guess of. Well, actually, that was 2007 anyway, or 2008. I was going to say Scott Pilgrim, but I do think that was 2008. Now that I think about it. All right, carry on.
That's PG-13 though.
Oh, that's also true.
2006.
Let's see here. This movie has a 21% tomato meter and a 51% audience score.
All right.
You might also like, according to Rotten Tomatoes, Legally Blonde 2, 8 Crazy Nights, Nacho Libre, The Benchwarmers, and Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Ooh, is it Dr.
Parnassus and something? Yeah. I forget the name. I forget the full name of that fucking movie.
Wait, was Mr. Megorium's the one with
I don't even know what that is.
With who?
Or was it the other one?
With Heath Ledger. Is Heath Ledger in the one
we're asking? Yeah, you don't have to answer that question, Brendan. That was a question directly to Mike.
I mean, I can answer it if you want.
No, it's fine. It's not going to help us at all.
Is Heath Ledger in the film that you're talking about right now?
I don't.
Because if it is, then I'm never going to pull the name. Okay.
I don't believe that Heath Ledger is in the movie that is the second film.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium on the cover has Dustin Hoffman and Natalie Portman. Do whatever you want with that information.
Yeah.
It's not the movie that
I don't think Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium hints are going to help you, but
the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Yes, there it is. That's what it's called.
That sounds okay. Oh,
is that the film, Brendan?
No, it's not the film.
I know what it is.
Imagine if it was, though.
It's the Master of Disguise. What am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle. I think that was much earlier than 2006.
No, I know I've mentioned the story before. They were filming that movie when 9/11 happened, and they got a phone call in the middle of filming.
Didn't they?
They got a phone call while they were filming it, and they're like, "Guys, planes hit the World Trade Center. We had to finish making this movie."
Master of Disguise came out in 2002.
Yes, it was filmed.
And this movie came out in 2006, and I said Master of Disguise definitely came out before this movie.
Yeah, no. Mike was just telling his story. How he knew that it came out. Yeah,
gotcha.
Avatar, same thing. James Cameron was in a sub, and when he came up, they had to tell him that the towers had fallen.
That's right.
Weird
this movie had a budget of $80 million and pulled in worldwide $164 million.
Oh, it's Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow.
No.
Well, you said the budget was
$80 million and it pulled in $164 million.
That's pretty good.
People still want to see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And people didn't like it, clearly.
It basically broke even, not including marketing.
Is it... There's no connection, though. Is it Alice in Wonderland?
Incorrect. Who said there has to be a connection?
I think that's PG-13.
The first one had George Clooney.
Okay. It also had Casey Affleck.
Yeah, so 2 connections to the movie club.
Which one is the connection I'm going for?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if
but there's nobody in Alice in Wonderland that fits any of the movies. So
you may
we haven't watched any movies with.
You may know the third build actor from, according to IMDb, known for such films as this film, The Big Blue, Ronin, and Leon the Professional.
Who? What did you say? I might know who the director.
The
third build actor.
Oh, third build actor, Leon Professional. Okay, so I know who the actor is, but I don't know what fucking.
I don't know the other movie. I don't know Big Blue.
This actor, the third build actor, has been nominated 5 times with 2 wins, none of which.
Okay,
are
so
Oscars.
I know the actor.
Todd's very confident that he knows the actor.
I do. I'm not gonna say it. Usually I would blurt it out, but I fucking blurt it out.
I mean, I can only think of 3 actors from The Professional, and I don't remember I don't remember Leon's actual name, so I really only know the 2.
It's not him.
And it's not. Yeah.
The second build actor you may know from such films as Wild Wild West, or Dave, or French Kiss.
Okay. Right,
or A Fish Called Wanda.
Yeah.
I just got very confused.
I'm trying to construct a movie out of the actors I know, and it's not making any sense.
You gave me Wild Wild West, and I was like, all right, I got a clear picture of people that are in that movie. And then you said Dave, and I was like,
Wait, do you remember Dave?
Dave is the one with the alien, right?
No, it's Paul.
Oh, shit.
Dave
was very confused.
It was like a huge deal when it came out. Like,
no, wait, Dave is the one with Eddie Murphy.
No.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
It's very funny, and I won't say what information, but some of you think you know things and you do not know them because of what you have said. And it's funny because you're all very mixed up right now. So let's just go to the top billed actor. Top billed actor.
I don't know
I haven't made any definitive claims or anything. I just said I know actors from movies, but I don't know who you're talking about.
I had an idea.
Well, you were both confused about different movies.
Are you saying that I'm confused about the actor?
I'm not saying anything definitively. We're going to move on to the top billed actor.
Is the movie Paul?
The movie's not Paul. No, but you're saying the movie's one thing. Mike's saying a certain actor is in a certain movie, and that's also incorrect. So it's just funny. And Todd's saying things that are incorrect. So I'm just going to move on because you're all dancing around in not truths
so
right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me the actors.
I believe the first actor is what's his name, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, Gary Oldman. He was the bad guy in The Professional.
Yep. And I think the other guy is Klein. I forget his first name though. Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein.
Am I right with both of those?
The white guy in Wild Wild West.
No, you are not.
Oh, damn it. Dave, is Kevin Klein and Dave though? Can you check for me? Unless I have the clue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was on to something.
Top billed actor, whatever you want.
Talking about top billed actor.
Yeah, Todd is wrong about the third billed actor. Kevin Klein is the second billed actor. There you go. You have some information now to work with. Todd, are you staring at your phone, Googling shit? What are you doing over there? You cheating right now? He's doing a coloring book? The top billed actor has been nominated 87 times with 25 wins, including a 2014 honorary Oscar.
2014?
2014. Oh, well, honorary award under the Academy Awards. I'm assuming it's an honorary Oscar. I don't know what else that would be.
Yeah, they do it every year. Samuel L. Jackson got it recently.
I have an idea of who the top billed actor is.
I have no idea. You lost me.
Let's see.
But I don't know what the movie would be.
This is funny. Let me try to.
This is funny. Actually, they were in the movies, both Paul and Dave, and whatever movie Mike was talking about with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, actually, the movie was Paul.
No, I'm just trying to. Under this person's IMDb page, the top billed actor, I feel like normally it doesn't list known for as. Like it's usually their acting roles, but it's listing them known for their writing roles. So I'm giving you those. They are known for this movie, which I did not know they wrote this movie. Let me see if it says it on the other page. They are one of the writers in the movie. Okay. They are known for, again, these are writing
credits. Yeah.
Roxanne, The Jerk, L.A. Story.
All Steve Martin shit.
Yeah, they're all Steve Martin things.
Oh, it's Cheaper by the Dozen.
No.
Oh man,
it's
that's
Cheaper
a great
by the
guess,
Dozen too.
No.
Is it The Lorax?
Incorrect.
Ooh, good guess. I feel like that's later than 2006 though.
Is it The Cat in the Hat?
Incorrect.
Oh, that was a good guess.
No, but Cat in the Hat I think was a huge hit too, though. I don't think it made I think that was a pretty big deal.
To clarify your thing on
budget, nobody liked it.
To clarify the thing I was saying in regards to you, Mike, I think you had said Eddie Murphy is in Dave. Eddie Murphy is not in that movie.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I don't remember what the name of that movie was. There was a movie where like they were touring around like a giant like thing of his head. I'd have to.
I mean, I don't know what Dave is.
Norbert?
I don't think it was Norbert. I'll look it up after.
You may know the director of this film from such things as The Atom Project, The Spectacular Now, Free Guy, and Arrival.
You know who?
The director of this movie. For some clarification, the 4 movies I just named, they did not direct; they produced. That is what they're known for.
There's no way that the guy that directed Free Guy also did Arrival.
The Atom Project is the one with Ryan Reynolds too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Sandra Bullock. No. Mark Ruffalo.
Yes, Mark Ruffalo.
There.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to give you. You know who the top billed actor is. The top billed actor is Steve Martin.
Oh, it's the Pink Panther.
It is indeed the Pink Panther. Mike gets the point.
Mike. That movie wasn't well received. I loved that movie when it came out. I thought that movie was like well received.
Oh yeah, I want to look up that movie. Hold on a second. I'm going to look up.
I enjoyed it.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. All right, movie number 3. Hold on, let me pull up this box office.
Oh, it's called Meet Dave. That's the movie I was thinking about. It's called Meet Dave.
What's that?
This 2010 rated R film clocks in at 2 hours and 5 minutes. It has a budget of $37 million and a worldwide gross of $154 million.
Okay.
Definitely, that's a huge success for her.
What was the budget again? Sorry.
37 million.
And you said the rating, and you said the
rated R, 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2010.
2020.
This movie was nominated 46 times with 9 wins, including 1 Oscar nomination by...
Is it Inception?
Incorrect. By Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role. I did not know this movie had an Oscar nomination.
We said R, fuck. That threw me off for a second. I was going to say, it's like 6 cents, but that was way earlier too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2010.
You may recognize actors from both the DC universe and the MCU in this film.
Okay.
Is it The Hangover?
Incorrect.
Didn't he say horror?
Did he?
I rated R.
No.
Rated R.
Oh, why did I
not tell you
R?
anything else? I mean, the through line should be clear at this point.
Oh, Wes Anderson movies. Okay, I'm trying to think.
Fucking Todd's on the ball tonight. No points, but he's on the ball.
I actually have not been. I already forgot what the last movie was. It wasn't Dave.
You got the point, Mike. It was the Pink Panther.
Oh, that's right.
And the previous movie was Ocean's 11.
Okay.
And we watched Fantastic Mr. Fox.
So it's all movies about...
Don't give him the clue, Mike. Nailed it. It's all about embracing the wild side. It's, of course, Basic Instinct. I get the point. Let's go. Let's dive deeper, shall we?
Yeah.
No guesses on this one yet, huh? No real guesses on this one yet?
No, not a lot to go off of so far.
You may recognize the third billed actor from such things as this film. Tag. $1 Million Arm. And a popular TV show where they were one of the main characters. I will not give you the TV show.
Is it The Town?
It is indeed The Town.
Shut the fuck up.
The through line was heist movies.
No, I figured that part out already. I was trying to think of a good heist movie that came out in 2010.
The last minute and a half, I was like, okay, 2010. I was out of college, but I was like, I remember seeing fucking that movie, but was it? I feel like it did really well, but
I want to say 30 minutes or less, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense for any of this.
What's 30 minutes or less?
2011 Best Supporting Actor nomination for Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, dude, he was so good in that movie. He should have fucking won. Who beat him?
Should have won. Listen, The Town is a good movie, but is it a good movie? I don't know about that.
Dude, he's really good in that movie though. I think it's a decent movie.
Best supporting.
No, I think it's a good movie.
Actor in a supporting role. I agree with the winner out of the movies I've saw, which is two of them. The movie that won in The Town.
One of The Town.
The Town, which I watched it when it came out in theaters. I don't know if it's actually a good movie. I haven't rewatched it since 2010.
It is.
Mark Ruffalo for The Kids Are All Right, Jeffrey Rush for The King's Speech, and John Hawkes for Winter's Bone. Does anyone have a guess of who the winner was? I didn't name it. No, I didn't name it. I didn't say who it was.
Oh, you didn't say it? I don't even know.
Those were the other nominees. Jeremy Renner for The Town, Mark Ruffalo for The Kids Are All Right, Jeffrey Rush for The King's Speech, and John Hawkes for Winter's Bone.
Whoever played Lotso in Toy Story 3.
No.
Wait, Mike, were you might have been right about Inception being 2010. Was it Michael Caine?
No.
Inception was 2010. I know that much.
But if Inception is not nominated in this category, then
it might have been 2010. Maybe it would have been 2011. It would have got the same thing we were saying about Toy Story, where it came out one year, but it would have been up for nomination the following year.
I can't give you actress in a leading role because none of those movies are this movie.
Wait, can you say who the winner was? Did you say who the winner was?
No, we're still guessing. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pull this one out of my butthole.
I feel like if I give you the movie, you'll know who the actor is. If I give you the actor, I wonder if you can guess the movie.
Do it.
Fair.
The winner.
Either or.
I think if I give you the movie, it's very clear who the winner was. But if I give you the actor, I still think someone's going to get it right away. But Christian Bale.
Oh, The Fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a good movie.
Yes. His performance in that movie is incredible. But there's so many good performances in that movie. But it's a movie I never wanted to watch again after watching it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that again either. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role had 2 nominations from that movie. And one of them was the winner, Melissa Leo. And Amy
she should have won.
Adams.
She's amazing in that.
Well, she did win. So.
Yeah.
Wow, The Fighter got nominated for a lot of things. It was nominated for Best Achievement in Directing.
Is that David O. Russell?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Best Writing. Inception was it was this year. It was Best Achievement in Cinematography.
Oh, okay.
It won for that.
I imagine it probably got nominated in sound too.
No actors for it though, huh? No actors for that movie?
This year will be Nolan's year, I think. Out of everything I've seen, I don't see it. I feel like he's going to win something.
Oh, Inception was nominated for Best Picture. It just didn't win. I'm curious if anyone can guess what won. I'll just name them all, and then each of you guess. Black Swan, The Social Network, True Grit, The King's Speech, The Fighter, 127 Hours, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, Toy Story 3, and Winter's Bone.
I want to say King's Speech won.
Yeah, he won Best Actor.
Yeah, King's Speech won. And Colin Firth also did win Best Actor.
It's a pretty stacked year.
Yeah. Right.
I remember liking The Social Network. I don't know if it actually holds up, though.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah,
Black Swan was good, too.
Yep.
I think the only movies I haven't seen out of this are True Grit, Winter's Bone, and The Kids Are All Right. I don't know if I've watched The King's Speech.
Winter's Bone was Jennifer Lawrence, I think.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't need to watch. Haley Steinfeld was in True Grit.
Who was? Oh, yeah. She was like the little girl.
Yeah. I've been meaning to watch that for a while.
That'll do it for this week's episode. That leaves the scoreboard for the week with Dom at 43, Todd at 39, and Mike at 32. It's a split across the board, but Dom did gain some ground because he got the bonus point at the beginning of the episode. That'll do it for this week. I don't remember.
Something about Storyland.
Yeah, it was ticket prices. Ticket prices. That'll do it We appreciate you. We will see you next time.